Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to all the random useless info you want to know. It's Friday Nights with
Jeff
and Joe. And today, ladies and gentlemen, hang in there, hold tight, buckle up, because I got two of my greatest friends with me today. We've got Isaiah to my right.
Hi.
And Andy right in front of me. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Joe?
Good. This is going to be a fun one. I don't know what's going to happen, but as usual, we don't know what any show's going to yield. So, again, like I said, hang in there, buckle up. It'll be good. We got these two giggling away right next to me. But, as always, here we are. Random useless info. Jeff, how are you doing?
Good, how are you, Joe?
Good. What do you have anything for us today?
No, I don't have anything.
No,
for
okay.
you.
Well, that's the
I came with
episode, ladies
literally
and
nothing.
gentlemen. So
It's been fun. I figured we had guests on, so I didn't have to do any real work for
I
this.
know.
So they come, they
I
talk.
do have a quick little. I wanted to read one news article, and then we can get
that's
on to
right.
the fun stuff.
Joe thought this was hilarious.
I think it is hilarious
It is
because
kinda
it
funny.
really shows that you cannot believe anything on the internet.
How about we just talk about it? You don't have to look it up.
Oh no, I'm gonna look this up and I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
And it's posted on the YouTube page. I'll probably repost it again, so it's a little closer to when. No, if I'm posting this tonight, we'll be all right. Anyways, the story goes like this. Title is, "To cure cancer, over 200,000 people comment amen to a porn scene."
What?
Yeah, you heard it. Porn.
That's how you cure cancer?
P-O-R-N. Yes. It works wonders. A Facebook user posted a picture of a porn scene on her profile, claiming that the image was about her brother with cancer in the final stages. With this, she got over 200,000 people to comment amen on the post. And then it shows a picture of what appears to be a nurse crying over a dying man. A nurse with voluptuous bosoms. Anyways, on October 15, 2016, a Facebook user posted on her profile picture a woman crying, hugging the body of a patient in a bed in a hospital, along with the text where she was asking people to comment amen to help with her brother's treatment, who had cancer in the final stages. The text said, "My brother is dying in the hospital due to cancer. If you're not ashamed of him, don't scroll down without commenting amen and liking this. God can do anything." It turns out that the picture of this woman was, in fact, a scene from a porn flick. The girl used the picture from the film starred by actress Angelina Valentine and Johnny Sins, where she's a nurse and he's a patient that although...
I've seen that one. Do you recognize those
All the
names?
boys in the Yep, I've been there.
Although he's about to die, he manages to get sex with a health professional. After several reports from another Facebook users, the woman ended up deleting the post. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you're going to click and type amen, just be careful you know what you're amening there.
That's not true.
No. I mean, it was true in a sense. Something actually happened, but yes. So, anyways, that's my story. That's my news story of the day. Normally we've got a whole bunch, but today we decided not to because we've got two groovy dudes in the studio.
Wow.
Two groovy dudes, huh?
Wild and crazy guys.
Wild and crazy guys. So, guys, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? And go.
Come on, Andy. Should we alternate random facts?
Do it.
All right, you go first.
I'll start with salsasnacks.com. Now it's your turn.
Wait, please elaborate. What's salsasnacks.com?
That's Andy's old favorite website.
This is not my favorite. That was Isaiah's favorite website to show me.
I have a feeling this is not the best. This is not
Don't
dealing with
visit that.
salsa or
Not
snacks.
safe for work. Please don't go on there at work.
Well, so me and Andy have been, jamming since day one with you before I was even around. And before I moved to LA, we had this band, and it was really cool. And it didn't work out because I moved. So when I moved back, I was like, hey, let's get this, going again.
Yeah, yeah.
And so now we're older. We have money to drive to practice now.
It's always good.
Sometimes
We have cars.
We do have cars.
We have reliable people now, and we're old enough to kind of do it right. So finally giving it another shot.
That's awesome. So to clarify for everyone, I have known Andy probably since 2003, maybe. I don't know.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
And then Zaya came shortly after that because he was friends with Andy.
Yes.
I met him through all from the same town, our little town of Random Lake, Wisconsin. When we were growing up, there were all of like 8 bands in the 1,500 people town.
A thriving music scene. Yes.
It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But really unique and awesome to be a part of. And then kind of like what Zaya was saying, in time, Andy and I, we had the band Restless Reflection. Zaya joined a little bit later as a guitarist. Andy plays the drums, by the way, and guitar and sings, and so does Zaya. You play drums, guitar, keyboard. I don't know, you play the skin flute too quite well.
I was waiting for it.
The pale snake.
It's my favorite one.
But anyways, as time has gone on, you guys have been in and out of lots of different bands. And now you're part of a group called The Longest Year, right? That's the name of it.
I think so, yeah.
So for those of you listening,
I'm shaking my head like the microphone can see me shaking my head. Nodding
we
my head.
did do a music episode, maybe, I don't know,
Oh shit! Was that episode
like
6?
4.
I don't even know.
It was really
4,
early
yeah.
on. We talked quite a bit about you guys, so I don't know if you listened to it. I know
Joe, you told me to listen, and I
Andy
listened to
said-
the one before it.
But it's labeled music.
I
think so.
I don't know why I did that,
That's
but
fine.
So yeah, it
It's
is out
still
there.
out there.
We
You
did
can
talk
always
about
access
it.
it. Yeah.
I know.
So for those of you listening, call back to that.
Yeah, but in time, I mean, you guys have always, and this is going to get kind of personal here, but for you guys, have always been there and through different parts of my life, so you've always been that constant. I can give you guys a call, and all of a sudden you'll be knocking on my door. Hey, guys, you got any like chips or anything? So it's always been good. So thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
And I was hoping
Nice.
Making
that
a
would be
play.
able to
Try. Good try.
Opening.
we just make new words on this as well. So I was hoping we could talk about, the band itself that you guys are in now and just different stories from old bands or just, I don't know, it's random useless info. So wherever you want to take it.
And we don't have to talk about music either.
Yeah,
If
we
you guys wanna
don't.
talk about
We can talk about anything you want,
favorites.
Music's a go-to conversation.
really. It is.
topic, so.
Yeah. But like Zay, you have lived and worked with producers in LA, right?
Yeah.
At this point?
So I moved to LA in like 2012 or 13.
Okay.
Did a couple years of work out there, and I'm still doing it, but I moved back because I had a shitty deal or crappy deal.
No, it's fine.
Poopy,
You can
a
say
poopy
it.
deal.
You can say it.
And yeah, now I'm back here, but I'm still kind of doing it, to the extent that I can do it from the Midwest. There's
Yeah.
I'm kind of limited to what I can do, but that's why I still go out there every couple months.
Yeah. Cool.
So what'd you like about LA? What didn't you like about LA?
What I liked about it was that I could do,
Sure.
music for a living. What I didn't like was the people.
Oh,
Like,
really?
You hear
Okay.
that from everyone, and it's true. Like, I had a pocket of good friends,
Okay.
but like for the most part, everyone is like out to get something. There's always a motive to be someone's friend. There's
Sure.
So
And what area did you live in out there?
Pasadena.
Okay. All right.
Right next to the old Rose Bowl stadium.
Yeah,
right?
I used to bike by the Rose Bowl when I would exercise.
Sure.
Once every 2 years.
Actually, my buddy
As you do.
My buddy lived out there. I forget when we moved out there, but he lived out in Silver Lake area.
Okay.
He went out there from the movie business, so he worked a couple different things, and then he worked with the Chive for a couple of years. So
Nice.
still does that now. So yeah, LA is not where I ever want to.
No.
Yeah, no. I would take the train up there, along the Highway 1, the Pacific Coast Highway there. It was a really cool, train ride up, and then you didn't have to worry about traffic or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was
That train is confusing though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's like
I got off on
1,000
one
routes
stop
to
and
go.
got on the other. There was no, I was like,
Yeah,
all right, I
jump
think this
in
is
or
pretty
in.
easy.
Yeah.
So then he picked me up. So
That's good.
yeah.
Cool.
the Amtrak. Yeah.
And then Andy,
Yes, Joe.
my main man, you just left one group,
Yes.
Road Trip, right?
Yes.
From the Wisconsin area.
I was the drummer in Road Trip for 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah. I joined when I was a senior in high school.
I love that.
Yeah. It's weird to think about.
And this is a well-established band that's been around for 20 years now.
25.
25 years.
I was there at the 25-year
Sure.
party.
So here's this high school kid walking in,
Mm-hmm.
with big Adam's apple and stuff. Like, hey, where's the
My
drum at?
puberty was peaking.
There's the drum. And you just basically rocked and rolled with a
He
bunch
still had the
of
frosted tips too.
I don't think I had frosted tips.
Looking like
I
Mark
totally
McGrath.
had
Yeah.
I had like Yu-Gi-Oh hair at the time.
Yu-Gi-Oh
I think
hair.
I still. I don't know what's going
little
on.
Yu-Gi-Oh-ish.
Yeah, it's because I didn't shower today.
None of us do.
No, that's fine. You're among friends here, so
Shower.
yeah, it's tough. It's really weird. It's like water comes down on you. It's horrible. And now you've left them.
Yeah, I just 8 years of doing doing that. You know, I think you just start to wonder what else you can do. So.
Yeah. Well, I think that's respectable. I mean, you're an artist and you want to continue to grow.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
and it's nothing that Road Trip did wrong.
No.
And that's
They're-
what's always awesome about. You oftentimes hear about like groups breaking up or whatever because of they can't get along or whatever. And this is just simply trying to stretch and grow.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Just
Show
Should
me
we
that.
tell the microphone what Joe
what
just
Joe
did?
For those of you who
did.
can't,
No, don't
What are you
worry.
stretching and growing, Joe?
Joe was referencing his manhood, or lack thereof. So what project are you doing now? Then are you guys doing something together? Then? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
we
Okay.
about let's see, maybe my last show with Road Trip was New Year's Eve of 2000 what year?
16,
16, yeah. So and then Zaya and I started the project we currently have, which is called The Longest Year. We started that. When did we start that? It was 2015. It was the fall of 2015. So it's such a slow process to get something on. I'm sure you guys are aware. Just it's
Well, yeah, I mean
getting
we're
stuff
on
off the
YouTube right
ground.
now, but it's about all
Yeah.
we're just trying to get likes. That's
Yeah.
all we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't we all?
So
Yeah.
so then, how long have you been back in the Midwest? We'll say.
What has
you
it been
came
like?
back in
like a
June of
year ago.
2015.
Two summers ago. So
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
15, yeah.
So so then that's when you guys hooked back up. then.
Yeah.
Basically, that fall we started. We had the idea. I mean, even when
We've-
I was gone, we were talking about. Like,
We've always had this like we should have a band together because I don't know, we just have like this thing together like where we what's the word? I don't know. Like I can musically finish his
yeah, that's what I
sentences.
was just gonna
Like
say.
we
Well,
can.
that's cool.
We know what the other person is looking
So
for. We
what
can
is
just-
this longest year then? Because Joe knows all this stuff, so I'm going to ask it from the
Okay.
perspective of the listener who has no idea what's going on, right? So forgive me if they sound dumb or whatever. But
No.
So the longest year then it's like a band or like is it just two guitars and dude singing or drums?
It's
or
a full
keyboard?
band.
okay.
It's there's other.
Okay,
people.
All right, so that's what I was kind of
Who are
getting
they?
at.
Who are the
Yeah.
members of the
So
band?
let's get some other.
Or do
names
they
in there.
not want to be?
They're people that we've been like in and out of bands with just as long as
Yeah.
since high school. So
Sure.
Yeah, because you guys have all been playing in this area. You said there was like how many bands, so you can pluck and pick people from almost anywhere
Yeah.
in the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick the
So,
cream of the crop.
Perfect. Good.
So are you guys trying to do like a studio, are you like that, or is it more like Road Trip where you're going around and doing like out shows, or
Well,
where can people
it's
hear you? I guess.
Where it's all originals. We're writing our own stuff.
Okay, all right,
Road
good.
Trip was mostly covers.
Yeah, that's
So
probably good to tell people.
it's a whole different ballgame. Road Trip covers a 4-hour span of music. They have a big elaborate show, and this band we write our own stuff. We play,
it's like a
half
step up
an
from
hour.
garage, like a garage band.
Yeah,
You know, like,
exactly.
No,
It's,
but that
go from the
That's good.
garage to like an actual room set aside.
So you're working on putting an album together then and all that, or
Yeah, kind
I
of.
don't know how this whole thing works.
Yeah,
so
that,
I'm
I
very
mean that's.
oblivious to
I
it
think
all.
what we do is you try to write enough material so you can go play in front of people,
Okay.
and usually you need at least a half an
You
hour.
can't have 2 songs.
Yeah,
People get kind of
you
pissed
got,
off.
yeah, and people got to pay money to see you. You want to
Sure,
make
sure.
sure you can at least deliver a half an hour of entertainment.
Now you did say yesterday you guys had a show. Is that right?
I play in a
Okay.
whole bunch of little bands, and I played last night.
Okay.
So,
All right, then, okay.
And I
yeah.
watched.
Yeah, Zaya, I watched.
He was part of the thin crowd.
Yes, he was
awesome,
part of the
yeah.
thin crowd. I got to watch them sit and have fun.
And make fun of Andy.
All
So
right.
we were taking shots and making fun of Andy.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good time.
well, yeah.
Not for you so much.
It's always fun when your friends come and see you play, but then at the same time you're like, I wish I was hanging out with them right
Sure,
now.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
hear that every single time. They're like, "Oh, how's the gig going, man?" I don't know. I just kinda wanna, what are you doing? You having a good time out here? Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, all right, that's cool. You know. So I mean, you guys, for the most part, though, you make 99, if not almost all of your money, 99%. I was going to say, playing music, right?
It's your livelihood.
A good amount, yeah, which
Yeah.
is really ridiculous because
It's amazing to say that,
I know.
or even to think it, because when I was in high school, I mean, I was in a band with you, and like that's what I wanted to do. That,
Yeah.
like, that's what I wanted to be when I grew up, you know. And then
you,
life
Joe,
happened.
You can still do it, Joe.
Calm down, Andy. But it's one of those things where like I still have friends, and I love telling people like, oh no, they that's what they do, you know, like they're musicians, and it's just really, especially in this day and age with all the electronic, you know, gizmos and gadgets that everyone makes music on nowadays. You guys you were just telling me on a couple days ago how in LA there's not many people who actually play the instruments.
Yeah. It's strange how many phone calls I get to ask if I can put guitar on a song, because it's like everything out there is either, you know, samples
Yeah.
or synthetic. So like a fake guitar basically. So like it's bizarre that like out in LA.
I was out with Zaya in LA. I don't remember. It was like last year or something. And we went to the studio he was working at, and it's just funny because there was this big, beautiful studio, and then just right in the middle of it was just a computer.
That's all.
like that's
I mean,
it. It was like so
that's all I needed,
sleek.
yeah.
It was so sleek and like
That's
looked so professional. And then there's just this like pristine like Mac.
Yeah.
Right in the
That
middle.
soundboard.
And
Like,
then Zaya's room where all the instruments were was like a closet. like,
push the mop bucket out of the way. All right, I got my guitar.
Yeah.
Excuse
See, and two, this is so. It's intense to hear this story, but you also hear it just in the music that's being put out. But you know, we grew up listening to the music of Muscle Shoals and not only that, but just the rock and roll, the punk rock scene from our younger years.
Yeah.
That was, you know, what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a garage band. Then growing up into a rock and roll group, you know.
Yeah.
And so we still did that, but like you were just saying, it's just all computer and stuff. So.
mostly, yeah.
So did you work on anything really cool out in LA? I mean, you seem like you didn't have the greatest experience, but is there anything
No,
you're
I
kind
mean,
of
I
proud
had
of?
some good experience out there for sure.
Okay.
Like, basically enough experience to keep doing it out here, you know?
Oh, sure. Oh, so you made enough connections.
yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, but like, I mean, there's a lot of little things here and there that was
Okay.
pretty cool. But besides that, the thing that I didn't like is just what I was getting paid, how they're treating me, you know? I was like a machine, like do 15% of a song and then stop there. And if I went to 20, I would get like, the door would be pounded on, like,
really?
stop, start something new. It's like,
Okay.
whoa.
Yeah,
I'm not a machine, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, especially for someone who's, you know, legitimately artistically sound, you know, I'm sure that's hard to just all of a sudden stop, you know, right at a certain point, or even, okay, I'm drained, I can't do anymore,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's easy though, because like the artist will give you a song and say, hey, do something like this. And like, you can't copyright chords, so
Oh,
you
sure.
can rip off, you know what I mean, in so many
Yeah.
ways. Like, I mean, not, you know.
They all sound the
Not that
same,
I'm-
essentially,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. We've all listened to the radio at some point in our lives. Yeah.
Today's radio, man, it's rough. It's rough.
It is, yeah.
But
You gotta not listen to the radio. That's the thing. You gotta.
That's why we
you
do
gotta
podcasts.
dig
That's
deep.
serious radio, so
Yeah.
it's all
There you go.
underground
It's-
hip hop and
fucking serious,
comedy.
man.
So, so what? So why don't you like? What kind of music then do you guys make then with the longest year? Like, can you kind of describe it? So that folks know?
It's
Different.
Okay.
that's what everyone says. It's not like Zaya's coming from L.A. was pop driven and
But yeah, let's do some like maybe musical influences that maybe
okay.
Because
It's-
I think
it's
that'll
not-
help people understand it. I think a little bit more.
Yeah, well, everyone in the band is so like, I guess you and Jason have like identical taste in music, but then
Sometimes,
like
yeah.
the rest of us are kind of have our own lanes.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what makes it like nice, Joe. What is
So
that?
it's frozen orange juice.
Yeah.
we've
Trying to
been
get it
trying to drink it for weeks
shaken,
now,
not stirred.
and every time we throw it back in the fridge, we turn it down and it's still frozen.
No, talk amongst yourselves. You're fine. Yeah, keep going.
There's an orange jug just banging by my head right now.
To be honest, when you first walked in, Andy, I thought that was like a vodka bottle.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, this
Yeah,
shit's about to get fucking crazy, man.
No,
Like,
yeah.
this kid came to party. I was like, rock and roll lifestyle. I'm married with 2 kids. I can't handle this. It's like noon on a Saturday. What the hell is this kid doing?
It's a Saturday.
Fucking
man.
rolling in it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
I guess
it's just
Orange
water.
got Joe's got the orange juice, so we're good. Okay.
Rock
Yeah.
and rolling. Here we
Here
go.
we go.
Yeah, baby.
So the longest year, it's rock music for sure, but it's I don't know,
It's like it's rock.
I would say like new
on
age
drugs,
alternative.
kinda. Like
kinda, yeah. What? Yeah,
slow and trippy-ish, ambient. I don't know.
melodic.
No, that's good then.
It's
Yeah.
good, and we'll obviously
Slow
we'll
rock.
sample some
Yeah.
of it here on the show, and eventually we'll have these guys on again, and maybe they can do a little acoustic
Oh,
show
yeah.
for
We
us.
can do it, yeah.
That'd be
Just
fun.
not today.
It's fine.
Well, that's
we
up.
didn't practice anything.
So yeah, what are your musical influences? I guess. Like, what do you like growing up? Like, what do you like now?
Boy, it's. I can say what I like, but it's constantly changing. Always.
But yeah, but you want to plug favorite bands, and Joe, that's what Joe and I did on the
Yeah.
music episode. We just talked about
Favorite
shit we
bands?
like
I mean,
so that
you
people
guys-
can kind of look into it.
I know when I left Restless Reflection, I mean, you guys were turning more towards the heavier metal stuff.
Yep.
You know.
Uh,
So
yeah, I think looking back, that was kind of a phase.
okay. All right. No, that's good.
I still listen to that stuff.
I
was like,
yeah,
wait, what do you
listen to it?
Offended.
I love that shit.
It's
I love that stuff.
It's a nostalgic thing. I'm trying to think of like the last 3 albums I listened to.
Wow. Good luck, man.
Yeah, I know it's stupid. There's a band called Copeland. We
Okay.
like Copeland. You like Copeland,
Yeah,
right?
they're pretty good.
It's probably a band that nobody who
But that's
will
the
listen
point.
to this
Yeah.
podcast will be. They'll
My
be like,
wife
what?
listens to like weird punk stuff, so
Yeah.
she's into all that.
Andy, I saw you had that Enya CD under your pillow.
Enya.
And yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I can't believe I just remembered that.
You're doing great.
I was
man.
really impressed.
You're doing
Actually,
great.
yeah. It was pretty good. It was on key and everything.
I like rock. I like hard rock music. And by hard rock I mean
Yeah, because that doesn't do anything. For
I
me.
know, I
You,
know,
like,
I know.
I'm a hip hop kid, so you got to help me out here.
There's a
Like, we
band.
talking like Guns N' Roses? Or
No,
we
no,
talking
no.
Like,
That's the thing is you
are
say
we-
hard
are we
rock and it's
talking,
like,
like,
oh
3
man,
Doors
you,
Down? Like,
yeah,
I
you
don't
like
know.
3 Doors Down. You like
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Breaking
That's why, yeah.
Benjamin.
Kings of Leon.
I like Kings of Leon.
It's
That's
like a good hard rock
It's a
band.
well, they're not even hard rock.
They got a real drummer.
They're a rock
Distorted
band.
guitars.
Yeah. I like Kings of Leon. I like
So corn. You like corn.
Corn on the Cob.
He's like, you know what? That's where we draw the line.
Well, wait. You guys. I mean, you like System of a Down back in the day, right?
Back
yeah.
in the day,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Toxicity, man.
Was there Sum 41? Did you guys do the Sum 41 thing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
We
we
like-
covered that with you, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
The hell song.
Joe's like, I know you were leading into that.
Yeah. Yeah. Blink 182.
Of
I'm
course.
Like, yeah. I'm just like helping you guys along here.
Well, yeah, it's it changes. Like it went from that to
Sure.
And those were
metals.
really popular probably when you were in high school. I mean, those
Yeah.
songs were huge. I mean, I remember that when that all came up after, there was a little bit of a regression from the whole boy band thing, and those bands really did come up. I remember being huge into Limp Bizkit for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were huge.
Did
Not
you do
so
it
much
all for the
anymore.
Noki?
Yeah, I was more
Did
of
you break stuff?
break stuff. Yeah, I love that fucking. You know, like I was like 16, I think, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like this is my jam. I was not that kid though. I was just like fat white kid. I was like, I'm not breaking shit unless I sit on it, you know. And so I was like, oh fuck. So. But yeah, like for me, that like led me into the rap thing, you know, because then Kid Rock was out there, and then it led to Eminem blew up, obviously, so that was big. So when you say rock, you know, like
I
that's
know,
where it
it's
ends
such
for
a-
me, you know.
Oh man,
Like I was huge into Lit for a while, like when they had
Yeah, my own
Lit.
worst enemy.
Yeah, we found out
Fucking
in the music
yeah.
episode. We were actually at our. What was my first concert? Was it-
yeah, mine too.
Both of our first concert was a Lit concert at Summerfest. What year was it again? 2001.
2002, I think.
Okay, 2000.
Yeah, it was 2002.
But
yeah.
so that was just kind of.
Granted, I was
random,
like, you know,
a little older.
I was 18, 19, and you were pretty young at that.
Yeah, I was like a sophomore, freshman in high school.
point. So ironic.
I think we could probably both agree, Zay and I, that like we grew up around the Warped Tour scene of like.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like that kind of narrows it
That's a
in
good-
of like, you know, there was punk, there was pop, there was heavy music, and then there was everything in between. And
Yeah.
right.
And everything that we know from our parents, like
Yeah,
Zeppelin
sure.
and Beatles.
yeah, I mean,
obviously,
yeah,
all that stuff.
we
Everybody
also.
listened to that.
Yeah,
growing
you know.
up.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that kind of is what paved the road for
Now,
us.
speaking of your parents, and do your parents musically inclined at all, or anything like that, or not really?
Well, that's a rich question.
Well, no, but that's how a lot of kids get their influence. I mean, my parents aren't at all. I mean, my mom. I don't think
Yeah.
my mom's ever. I mean, she listens to music, I know, but I wouldn't know her favorite band or anything, or you know.
Yeah.
Well, Andy plays in like
I
10
play
bands
in
with his dad.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
dad's in Road Trip actually. So,
Okay.
and then I've just, I mean,
So
Well,
that's
let's
a
plug
yes.
them all here. Okay, so we've
that's
got-
a yes.
yeah, yeah.
We've
that's
got
a yes.
Andy and the Cavemen,
Yes.
which are out and about sometimes. We got the Big Bass Trio
Yes.
that just played last night.
Yes.
You got Road Trip, which
Yes.
you're no longer in. But
Yes. My
Bob
dad's
is-
still currently
Your dad's
is.
still in there.
And what is
What else is it?
Enya.
He plays
Yeah.
bass and he sings.
A bass and sings. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
In Road Trip, but
Yeah.
in other
He's
bands-
actually a guitar player.
yeah,
though.
he's a badass guitar
He
player.
shreds
Awesome,
he shreds
like,
cheese.
dude.
on his spaghetti. On his spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
And then Zane.
Zane.
Oh, yeah, my-
Zane, I'm sorry.
My
Zane.
Zane.
I like
Call you
that.
Zane
We're calling you
from now
Zane
on.
from
Yeah.
now on.
I can't remember
He
Z. I
just
was like,
crowned
whatever.
a new nickname.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's like, he has 1,000 CDs,
Okay.
you know, that we would just pop in whatever we were feeling that day. And
Yeah.
That
sit
was
back.
one of the biggest things I remember with your dad was always, you know,
He's
you
always
come
rocking.
over and he'd be like, "Oh, Joe, listen to this. Come
He'd
and
quiz
sit
you.
down
He'd
and
literally
listen."
quiz you on
Yeah.
like, he'd make me listen to the Beatles and be like, which one's singing right now? And I'd have to tell him which one of the four was singing.
Otherwise,
you
he'd
know?
like beat you. And
Yeah. I mean, he'd do that with like every band, be like, try to give me a history lesson on,
Sure.
right.
you know.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't my parents at all. That's why I played the tuba in high school band. Because that was the only one. You know, it was great because you could put it on the floor and sleep on it while the other kids were practicing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This guy. and that's why we're podcasting.
Yeah,
today.
that's why we don't. I'm not in no band.
No tuba solo today?
no. The best
Do they
part
have
was-
tuba solos?
No, the best was
They did when Jeff was doing them.
we had to do Mission Impossible, so it was like the bass line on that. Like I got to do that, and that was like the best part of my whole like because you just play the same whatever 8 notes was over and over again, but it like felt like you were part of it because normally it's just like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah, every now and then you get to hit a note.
boom, boom,
You got the
and that's
shoulders
it.
going, though.
Yeah, that's all it was.
I mean, you're
See, I
excited
get
about
bass
it.
rhythm, but the rest of it all is not.
That's probably why you like hip hop now,
Yeah,
man.
exactly,
It
the
like
bass beat,
instilled that
Yeah.
the bass,
Yeah, that's what it is.
the rhythm.
Some good shit.
Yeah, so
Groovy.
So I would definitely say we were both like our parents really instilled music in us.
That's cool.
I mean, it's
Well, clearly, I mean, that's what you guys are doing for a living, basically. so.
yeah, yeah,
but that's cool that you had people growing up that encouraged it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. It was
because otherwise you wouldn't be here. I mean, hate to say it like that. I mean, maybe not, but that really led you to where you are now. So.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've been told by like people, it's a hobby or whatever as a kid, and like my parents were always like, "Do it."
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
here's a guitar. I'll buy
That's
you a
cool
guitar.
that they
Yeah.
encouraged it. That's
Like,
awesome.
That is huge.
For me, it was just my dad was. That's what he did. I mean, he made a living playing music. So for me to join the ranks and do the same thing, I'm like, well, it's a family business. I mean, what do you do growing up? You do whatever your dad does,
Right,
right?
right.
So that's,
I worked in a factory for the latter part of my,
see, yeah.
my adult life here, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. But,
It's a natural progression.
That's cool. Let's take a break quick, okay?
yeah, we can totally take a break.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.